Okay, so I'm going to be talking about my idea for the suite of idents for for seasonal periods. So my theme is really about like the creativity side of this college. So say like for example, um, like art students like are making like different like clothing, and also like media students like making music videos and trying out editing softwares that they've never really used before, and they get to learn it in a matter of like weeks with guidance. But um, so it's really based around inside of the college. But I need to make sure that I don't make it too boring for the audience, because I don't want to switch off my audience from not watching the channel. The brand identity is mainly more to inspire like creative students who are currently in secondary school and they're planning to go on to sixth form, because they can look up to these students and think, you know what, I could actually do this type of thing. I think I want to be like them. I want to be creative. I want to do something with my life. So it's more to like persuade them to think I should go to this college in a way, and I could do something with my life and try and get a career in the industry they prefer to go into. Um, the tone is going to be more satisfied, so it'll make them feel like, okay, I've got a good reason to come to CTK. I don't have a bad reason to say I should go to the other college compared to CTK in a way. The visual style, I was preferring to go more live action. I know it's like the sense of like alternative to stop motion. I just feel like stop motion for me is a little bit too long, and it takes more time to really get the side of it like done. Um, so doing it more live action, I think it would be a little bit more quicker for me. Um, Also, the colours as well. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna use different colours, but like for the logo of Christ King, I'm gonna keep it purple and white, and for the typography as well of CTK, it's gonna be more readable, understandable. But I have to make sure that it properly targets that particular audience that I'm aiming for, which is 15 to 19-year-olds. If I do like a very like, so it gives off a very formal way, rather than informal, because we're not doing it for like a radio like station, you know what I mean. um, I think it will need to I think it definitely needs to fill into the requirements of the client or what he wants, because there are going to be a few things that we will have to consider, like for example, for ethnical constraints, we have to make sure we don't offend others in making like this suite of idents for them. So this is mainly because if this happened in like real life and an ident had to really offend a particular audience, they would have probably called to the company and would have complained about this ident being really offensive to them. They would have to remake, the designers of this ident will have to remake it. So in a way, we have to make sure that that doesn't happen. In terms of the content of this channel, it is going to be more going to be broadcasting like our work. So it's more of like a montage in a way, and so it shows off like the life of CTK, what is like the positive side of things of this college. And also finally, it's going to be, the channel is going to be more information led, so it's like going to be having like a voiceover, or a voiceover of explaining what is going to be shown next on the channel in a way. And also the continuity, I'm going to have to make sure these suite of idents have to be consistent. So if it doesn't keep its consistency, then it will probably switch off the audience from not watching the channel. But if I had to keep the consistency, they'll say, alright, you know what, I can carry on watching this channel. This interests me.
Go.
Alright, the reason why it's fit for purpose is because we've looked at certain student idents that we looked in class, and I took a little bit of inspiration from that. So in a way, even though mainly my idea is mostly original and imaginative, it's also going to have like a little bit of inspiration of what other students have made, but I have to make sure it's like a much more consistent ident, and rather than a more of a inconsistent ident, and is also really much more positive rather than being a negative one in a way. And the reason why it's mainly